Gucci flip-flops, f it, hit your bitch in my socks. This a big watch, diamond dripping off of the clock. Pull the 6 out, winning time, dropping the top. Give it to them pussy ass, turn that shit up a notch. Gucci flip-flops, make it kick rocks. This a big watch, check the wristwatch. Gucci flip-flops, f it, hit your bitch in my socks. This a big watch, diamond dripping off of the clock. Bad baby, got these bitches bustin' for cash. Do the dash, try to play me, bitch, I'm bustin' your ass. Let the guns out, rolly bust down. You bitches mad cause they trash and they for cash. Too official, blow the witchel, bitch, I'm fly as a bird. Okay, sorry guys, no one was watching.
Oh yeah.
Bhad Bhabie, aka Danielle Bregoli, and Alabama Barker. One name you're familiar with. The other, you're probably looking at me like, who? Well, Danielle Bregoli, whose name honestly makes me hungry because it reminds me of Bugoli Girl, is the girl formerly known by her signature catchphrase, "Catch me outside, how about that?" Well, she has had a crazy couple of years. Since her rise to fame from appearing on the Dr. Phil show in 2016, she's made a pretty good name for herself as a rapper. She has toured the world, got endorsements from numerous different celebrities, and made more money than we could ever even possibly conceive. She joined Lonely Hands literally days after her 18th birthday, became a multi-millionaire with several properties, had a baby, got into a domestic dispute between herself and her boyfriend slash baby daddy, and is now involved in a huge public feud with Alabama Barker. Who? Well, Alabama Barker is the youngest child of Travis Barker, the lead drummer from the band Blink-182. But besides being your average Nepo baby, she hasn't really done much in her quote-unquote career besides being associated and gaining popularity by proximity of her famous father, as well as the proximity to the Kardashians after the families merged together when Travis Barker ended up marrying Kourtney Kardashian. But now the pair, Danielle Bregoli and Alabama Barker, have got into a huge public feud, which has ended in one of my favorite ways ever, which is a rap battle over Alabama allegedly sleeping with Bhad Bhabie, aka Danielle Bregoli's boyfriend, Lavaughn, who happens to be the father of her child. Now, whilst I am a grown-up, I am a 33-year-old woman, a married woman with a house and a mortgage and kids, and I truly am above it all. But one thing I am not above is mess. And I know that many of us millennials have been attempting to keep up with the current drama and feud between the pair, but have absolutely no idea who these supporting co-stars are of the Danielle Bregoli show. So I am here to break it all down for you without the Gen Z slang. I asked you guys on my Instagram if you guys wanted me to break this down, and you guys were very clear about needing an over 30s breakdown for this drama. Because I'm sorry, why is the TikTok generation leaving us out of this? Millennials, we are the originators of messy. Yeah, of petty. I'm bringing Petty Paige back. And also, Danielle Bregoli became famous in 2016. So for all intents and purposes, I would consider Danielle Bregoli a millennial generation influencer, in the same way that Tana Moja and James Charles are, because they literally became hugely successful and popular through our formative years, despite all of them being in their early 20s. So how dare we get gatekeeped out of a drama that we should know about? Anyway, today's story is full of twists and turns and fights, abuse allegations, and home wrecking with a sprinkle of trauma, childhood trauma to be precise, which has made for one of the most engaging feuds of 2025 so far, resurrecting the Catch Me Outside girl from the dead. And somehow now Kanye West is involved. So let's get into it in today's video. Bhad Bhabie and Alabama Barker feud. A breakdown for the grown and confused. You're welcome. Now, we all know who Danielle Bregoli is. She shot to fame in 2016 when she appeared on the Dr. Phil show. She was your typical troubled teen with violent tendencies. Her mom, use that word very lightly, brought her onto the show to hopefully get some help to change her daughter's behavior. This public confrontation and intervention on the Dr. Phil show turned into a viral moment when Danielle Bregoli said the famous line, "Catch me outside, how about that?" when an audience member decided to shout at a then 13-year-old Danielle Bregoli from her seat.
"Catch me outside, how about that?"
After that moment, Danielle Bregoli became an entire internet meme for the whole of 2017. Her catchphrase being memed on various different television shows. Like, literally, this girl and her name was in the social media zeitgeist. There was nothing she could do about it at that point. Which honestly begs the question of whether it's okay for parents to bring their children onto these kind of intervention-style shows and programs to exploit them. Because when viral moments like this happen, the kid has absolutely no control over how it is that they are perceived. And quite frankly, I think this perception of Danielle Bregoli has followed her entire life. And she was 13 at the time, but I digress. God, I'm not judging a 13-year-old for being bad begetting. Bad begetting is Jamaican slang for being just naughty, bad child. But all of this came to a head after Suede the remix god remixed her catchphrase into an extremely catchy song that again intensified the virality.
"Catch me outside, how about that? Catch me outside, how about that?"
From this moment, Danielle Bregoli was literally catapulted into fame. She had paparazzi following her everywhere it is that she went, interviews on the road, fans following her every move. So with this newfound fame and influence, Danielle Bregoli decided to really work hard on boosting her social media profiles and literally gained millions of followers overnight. Now, shortly after all of this, in February 2017, rapper Kodak Black had Danielle Bregoli star in a music video for one of his songs, Everything 1K. Now, after that video going viral with over 47 million views at this current moment, Danielle Bregoli utilized this opportunity in order to create her very own rap career, releasing These Hoes in August of 2017, which now stands at a whopping 97 million views. Followed by the extremely popular song Hi Bitch, which now stands at 237 million views. Then releasing the song Bestie in 2018 with the guy who put her on, Kodak Black, in a music video that now stands at over 50 million views. After this, she ended up getting numerous different celebrity and rapper co-signs, collaborating with numerous different artists such as YG on her song Juice that stands at over 21 million views. She collaborated with Tory Lanez on Babyface Savage, which sits at over 40 million views. She had a song with another popular artist called NLE Chopper in a song called Get Like Me, which also has millions of views. And then she released, I think, possibly her most popular song, Gucci Flip Flops, with an artist known as Lil Yachty, which stands at over 218 million views on YouTube. And these are just views of the music videos that she released on YouTube. We're not even counting the amount of money and stuff it was that she would have been able to make from streaming services. Because a lot of these songs, they had very good replayability. I personally love Gucci Flip Flops, but my favorite version of Gucci Flip Flops is the Mango Tea version. Do you remember Mango Tea? If you guys remember internet lore and you remember Mango Tea, please let me know by putting a mango emoji in the comment section, because his version of Gucci Flip Flops still has me screaming to this day. Gucci Flip Flops, fucking hit your bitch in my socks. Like, it's just such a white boy way of doing it. I love it. I miss that little twink. Bring him back. Bring him back. He was fun.
Gucci flip-flops, fuck it, hit your bitch in my socks. This a big watch, diamond dripping off of the clock. Pull the 6 out, winning time, dropping the top. Give it to them pussy ass, turn that shit up a notch.
But back to the story. Bhad Bhabie was that girl. Danielle Bregoli as a brand was blossoming. She was touring the world. And she did her very first national tour called Banned in the USA in 2018. Like, literally, you could not move for her as an artist. and people really respected her pen. I mean, we just need to keep it a buck and keep it a bean at this point. If we're comparing Danielle Bregoli to Ice Spice, it's a shame that the person with the least amount of melanin is the better rapper here. I'm sorry, the bar is set in hell with Ice Spice. I will never be able to get on board with that one. Like, I can't stand that, like, nonsense rapping. Like, it's so easy to make, like, a Ice Spice rap. I'm going on a tangent right now. It's so easy to formulate a Ice Spice rap. Like, okay, you ready? I'm in my house, yeah. I am that bitch, yeah. Wearing the blue, yeah. Nintendo Switch, blah. Like, just shut the fuck up. Honestly, just make this face and gun fingers, shake some ass, and you got an Ice Spice song, sweetie. But back to Bhad Bhabie. Shortly after all of this virality, fame, success, new career in rap, influence, having so many co-signs, so many different artists collaborating and working with her, people seeing her as a viable artist, she suddenly just disappeared. She was still online and still in the public eye, but she just wasn't in our faces in the same way that she was before. Then on April 1st, 2021, literally 6 days after her 18th birthday, Danielle Bregoli launched her Lonely Hands profile, earning her a revenue of over $1 million within the first 6 hours, which honestly makes me think that some of you men need to go to jail. What? She's just turned 18. And immediately? Crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. You're going to go to hell. But this is what they said made up the first 1 million within 6 hours. 757,000 in subscriptions, 267,000 in message payments, as well as 5,000 in tips. And it was reported that Danielle Bregoli in her first year of doing OnlyFans made over $50 million. This meant that music wasn't a financial incentive anymore. She would go on to release various different tracks from time to time, but she never really released an entire body of work like an album or anything of that nature. And also, the girl was young, like, she'd made so much money in her youth. I feel like it is only fair that she gets to enjoy the fruits of her labor. And you know, for all intents and purposes, without being weird, be a kid. Then we have Alabama Barker. She is the youngest daughter of Travis Barker, the lead drummer from Blink-182. You're thinking to yourself, Paige, why have you mentioned this point twice? Because there's literally nothing else to say. That's it. Alabama was born on Christmas Eve in 2005, and she is also the daughter of actress and TV personality Shanna Moakler. And Alabama is just your typical Nepo baby. She has no accolades, no achievements, or anything like that, besides being an internet influencer, which I believe is just simply a rite of passage of anybody who has famous relatives. She did have somewhat of a musical stint, if you want to call it that. She was credited for writing when she played the piano for Blink-182's song California. And then she released her debut single in 2017 called Our House. And it's giving very much my parents paid for me to have a music video, Rebecca Black vibes. It's Friday, Friday. That video at this present moment sits at only 20,000 views. Now you're probably wondering, why is this important? That means that even with the amount of influence of being Travis Barker's daughter, she still really couldn't get that movement. So Daddy must have known somebody at Entertainment Tonight, or must have paid somebody at Entertainment Tonight, because Alabama Barker's second single, Heartbreaker, was released on the Entertainment Tonight channel in 2018. And that song and music video sits at over 120,000 views. Interesting stuff. And this is the problem. This is why people dislike Nepo babies, because they can have literal doors opened for them that other people have to beat them down. But then we began to see more of Alabama Barker when her dad, Travis Barker, and Kourtney Kardashian ended up getting married and the families blended together. That also meant that Alabama Barker would occasionally make a few cameos in Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Want to introduce you to your new brothers and sisters. Aren't they cute? They're not our brothers and sisters.
They're not? They're my nieces and nephews. You're their grandmother.
Now, Alabama Barker has a huge following across all social media platforms, and we're talking followings on every page within the millions. And she is definitely a part of the generation of influencers who are working with brands and doing collaborations and making independent money outside of the parameters of, daddy's bank account. But she's definitely not financially independent enough at this moment in time to be able to afford her lifestyle without additional help from the Bank of Barker. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, 2 months ago, Alabama Barker releases a rap song called Vogue. Now, many people believe that this song is what ended up being the catalyst for the feud that is going on between Danielle Bregoli and Alabama Barker, because the song is mostly about being rich and showing off how rich she is, how flashy she is, how she can have anything she wants and she can be with anybody that she wants because she has money like that and she's that bitch, I guess, and she thinks she's pretty or whatever. Cool. But you're probably thinking to yourself, why was Alabama throwing sly digs at Danielle Bregoli? And what made her make the swift transition from teeny bop pop music to rap and drill music? Well, there's only one reason why two young women want to fight in such a publicly disgraceful way online, and that's about a boy. Because remember, all of life's problems either start with dick or ends with you being one. So let's get into what happened in this feud. The man that they are fighting over, his name is Lavaughn, and Lavaughn is, well, it's kind of unclear who he is and what it is that he does exactly, or even how old he is. But he has been together with Danielle Bregoli since 2020, and they had their first kid together last year in March. And Alabama Barker and Danielle Bregoli, after sending unverifiable subliminal shots to each other on social media, we saw after the release of Alabama's song Vogue on the 13th of December, Bhad Bhabie made it extremely clear that Alabama Barker had attempted to steal her man. So on December 17th, Danielle Bregoli posted the following: Alabama Barker took my man, with the boxing glove emoji. She then went on to give her baby daddy Lavaughn the heads up that this is the last time that she is going to be disrespected. I told you, LV, next time I catch you, you gon' be with them. Then Alabama Barker took to social media to address the rumors that she indeed was a homewrecker. This is what Alabama Barker said on her Instagram stories. I typically avoid airing personal matters publicly, but due to the way that this situation has been misrepresented and the damage it has done to my character, I feel compelled to address this. But to put it simply, LV deceived me, something that I have evidence of, including messages claiming that he wasn't actually LV, and that he was single, and that he didn't have an Instagram account. Before pointing fingers at me, I suggest looking at the source. Over time, LV initiated frequent communication, including calls and texts, but nothing substantial ever came from it. However, he has since deleted many of the messages, though I have everything documented. I have apologized multiple times to Danielle, understanding that her partner misled me. At this point, this has been ongoing for almost a year, well before anything was posted. Throughout this time, LV has confessed his feelings for me repeatedly, and despite his dishonesty and betrayal of his relationship, I chose to disregard his advances. I also have continued evidence of him harassing me, including using fake numbers to contact me and expressing his love for me. I want to be clear, I have no interest in this man, nor would I ever lower myself to be with somebody who has been physically abusive towards women. Danielle, if you wish to address this maturely, please reach out to me directly. She then continued, LV and our friend group traveled to Las Vegas last year, again prior to me knowing that they were together, during which he had threw a bottle at my head, resulting in a significant injury. This behavior was not only reckless, but it also is deeply concerning. It's troubling to see that despite his actions, she continues to defend him even after I told him what he had done. I was unaware that he was her boyfriend until after spending time with him in public on 2 separate occasions. It's clear that he is manipulating her, feeding her a distorted narrative to justify his behavior. His actions reveal a lack of respect and consideration for others, and it's painful to witness her continuing to support him despite this. Now, after the popular gossip page, The Shade Room, posted about the confrontation between the girls, Alabama went to the comment section and commented the word ew, almost as if to insinuate that it was disgusting, the mere indication that she was interested in stealing Danielle Bregoli's man. To which Danielle Bregoli responded with the following, showing a screenshot of a conversation between the pair where it's indicated that Alabama was attempting to lure this man to her home in order to, well, you know what, with Danielle Bregoli posting the caption, "This doesn't seem very ew to me." Now you're probably wondering to yourself, what does Lavon have to say? The guy at the center of this argument between 2 women. Well, he did respond to the allegations, especially the allegations as it pertains to the physical violence it is that Alabama has stated that she experienced at the hands of him. So this is what it is that Lavon had to say. "I wasn't even gonna get on here out of respect for my family, but on my kids, you are lying, and that shit you saying is fabricated. LA know how you get down. You're looking bad online after you just dropped. It got you resulting in doing anything to not go out sad. But playing with someone else's livelihood is crazy as hell. And if that shit you saying is true, why still reach out up until November 26th to come to your house? October 17th, you did the same shit. But lying knowing what I've been through this year for your personal gain is crazy. It's clear that you've been caught in your lies. It seems that you're trying to maintain a certain image online whilst manipulating facts about my life. This isn't the first time you've attempted to do this. You tried to do it 4 months ago and it didn't work then. I have all the messages and all the videos to back up what I'm saying. If your claims were genuine, why did you keep reaching out? Why call me when you're drunk and I don't answer? It's evident that you're not being truthful, which is why you initially took your post down. This situation is bogus and unfair, and it's effed up to see someone trying to undermine me like this. It must be a high ritual to F up a black man life, to finally be accepted in the family. Everybody go stream her song because that's what it's all about." Now, to give Lavon's post some context, Alabama posted pictures of injuries that she sustained to her face and her hand. And she basically alludes to the notion that this was at the result of Lavon throwing a bottle at her. Now, this comes after Danielle Bregoli as well as Lavon were seen a few months back in a domestic dispute in which Danielle Bregoli was severely injured by Lavon. So why these 2 girls are fighting over this absolutely worthless man, I will never know. Now, as per page 6, Alabama Barker then took to her own Instagram story and wrote the words #don't believe the hype. But there are no receipts to verify this besides what page 6 had to say. However, Alabama did hop onto TikTok to state live that she did feel extremely sorry for Danielle Bregoli because she feels that Danielle Bregoli is being manipulated.
I actually felt awful when I found out that they were still together. It's like, damn, it was horrible. But yeah, I really don't care.
Now, after this situation, Danielle Bregoli then goes on to release her single Mommy Mode on the 28th of December 2024, where she talks about no longer really wanting to do the beef and the drama and the back and forth, and that she only wants to focus on her family and her kid. Basically, what she was saying is, "Lil girl, I am too grown for this."
I don't do the back and forth. Pull up what you dashing for. Bitches love to crack they jokes. Don't beat her when they laughing for. Focus on myself, my bag, my kid, and my relationship.
And even the next day in an Instagram live, Danielle Bregoli reiterates again that she doesn't want to do the back and forth anymore.
I'm trying to better myself as a mother and a wife and as a caregiver. I mean, I did not put myself in this drama at all. This drama was brought to me. She can say anything she wants. I don't care, because that's my man. That's my man. And I'm his. I'm his girl, that's my man. So she can say whatever she wants. We all know it's all bullshit. Everything she's saying is bullshit. Lavon wouldn't text her phone with another motherfucker's fingers.
She doesn't want any arguments with Alabama. And this whole thing left me like, wow. Danielle Bhad really grew up. Okay, girl. She's not trying to run fades or catch people outside. She's a mom now, and that's changed her. And yeah, motherhood may have changed Danielle Bhad, but Bhad Bhabie, oh no, she was ready to clap back. Because these two entities, I need you guys to clock in and understand that these are two different people. There is a fundamental difference between Danielle Bhad, okay, the nice little sweet Italian girl, and Bhad Bhabie. These are two different people, okay? And Bhad Bhabie was going to set the record straight. On January 24th, 2025, Danielle Bhad, aka Bhad Bhabie, yes, because she's back, bitch, releases a single called Overcooked, where she details how low down and dirty she believes Alabama Barker is. Now, let me preface this by saying that this whole situation did not simmer down and then boil up out of nowhere because Bhad Bhabie wanted to cause drama. That's not the case. Alabama Barker has not shut her mouth about this situation ever since their public feud and altercation. So quite frankly, I feel like Danielle Bhad just was tired and was like, I wasn't going to address you, but okay, since you want me to address you, here I am, ho. So she makes a few statements in this video, and here are the cliff notes. She states that Alabama Barker was sleeping with Tyga, a rapper who is infamously known for dating a 17-year-old Kylie Jenner and is just a complete and total weirdo. She also claimed that Alabama was intimately engaged with Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, tell him. As well as detailing that she is self-made and she's made a lot of money for herself and she can be extremely proud of herself because she's not a nepo baby. Life wasn't handed to her. Then, almost an entire month later, Alabama Barker releases the single Cry Baby, spelled the same way that Danielle Bhad spells Bhad Bhabie, on February 7th, 2025. Alabama claims that she didn't know that LaVaughn was her baby daddy again.
Can't even cap, I didn't know he was your BD. I told Twin to chill, he said you sweeter than some kiwi.
She raps about having a lot of money and thus not being intimidated by Danielle Bhad's success.
You think that money makes him say, bet her hoe again.
She claims that Danielle Bhad lied about her being pregnant.
You two a liar? You must be TMZ. Bitch, don't make me call a tiger. Bitches be talking about me, but having babies they not watching. Babysitter having ass bitch.
She also claims that Danielle Bhad is mad because her baby daddy still wants to sleep with her.
And the funny thing about it, he still be in my phone.
And then she said, honestly, the wildest thing in the whole song. She basically states that if you catch me outside, I'm going to jail. And realistically, sweetheart, who we fooling? Okay? Who truly believes this? I, for one, do not. If Danielle Bhad caught you outside, it is over for you. This girl beat on her own mom because she said the N-word. Trust and believe, there is no way. You cannot run a fade on a girl who is willing to beat up her own mother. I am telling you that. I'm telling you that. In the words of Drake, baby girl. Baby girl. Like, it's not happening for you. It's not happening for you. Please do not catch Danielle Bhad outside. It will not be good for you.
Bet if I had caught you outside, it would be free me.
So shortly after the single drop and video release of Cry Baby from Alabama Barker, it's clear that Danielle Bhad, she is pissed off. Bhad Bhabie has been resurrected. It was brewing with Overcooked, but we were going to get something better. We felt it. We knew that that was what was going to happen here. So Danielle Bhad, shortly after the release, goes online and drags Alabama on IG. This is what Danielle Bhad had to say.
So tired of this whole lying, and you just always want to talk about me. You ain't did one live where you ain't talked about me. I ain't talked about you in how many days? Bitch, I don't care no more. I'm with my man. I'm living my life. You ain't a thought in neither one of our minds. But I just keep seeing you talk about me. Like what? You been fucking all the rappers, been fucking all the NFL players. You gonna call me a fan? You gonna call me a fan of you? What do you do for me to be a fan of you? What do you do for me to want to copy you? Like, do this hoe not know I'm the last person you want to beef with? I'm the last person on this planet you want to beef with. On my mother, on my daughter, I'm the last person on this planet you want to beef with. Trust me. Cause I don't take it where you take it. I take it to hell. And back. Alabama is known for fucking men that have in the industry. Maybe not to you regular people, but in the industry, Alabama is known for being a whore. Alabama is known for being a bop. Alabama is known for being a fucking skeezer ass, nasty ass slut. Bro, you'll be talking to a regular ass person. Her name gets brought up. They got I'm not gonna exaggerate. They got at least 2 to 3 homeboys that have fucked her. And they say her shit stank. Because you fucking so many men, you get nutted in by so many men that your fucking pH balance is off. You need to go to the doctor. You don't got Danielle no more. Now you have Bhad Bhabie. And she's a force to be reckoned with. A motherfucking force to be reckoned with, ho. A force to be reckoned with. Y'all think that baby made me calmer? That baby made me crazier, okay? And I've been being quiet because everybody telling me, Danny, just make your music. Don't talk about her on live. Don't make posts about it. Don't feed it to her. Okay, bitch, I got something for you. I'm gonna go against everything everybody's saying, and I'm gonna show you who the fuck you fucking with. And when you see me, it's gonna be dirty. It's gonna be dirtier than your drawers.
And then Bhad Bhabie plays the ultimate chess move and gets a song by Kanye West cleared for the diss track it is that she's making about Alabama Barker. Now, let me explain the significance of this. Kanye West, as we know, used to be married to Kim Kardashian, and they have 4 beautiful children together. Kanye West has made it extremely effing clear that he has some kind of animosity towards the Kardashians. He believes that the greater family's involvement in him and Kim's relationship really did contribute to the breakdown of their marriage. So Kanye already has some kind of feeling towards the Kardashians. So a lot of people were like, hold on, Kanye cleared his song Carnival. Now in Kanye West's song Carnival, there's a chant at the beginning where in the chant it says, she rides the dick like carnivals. She rides dick like carnival. Gagged. I was gagged. And then Bhad Bhabie comes through with what I would consider personally one of the best opening lines of a diss track that I have ever heard. Why this bitch obsessed with me? I just don't understand. You sucked a dick straight out my ass. Who got the upper hand? Bitch, when I tell you, that was like, oh my God, I could not. That is actually crazy to say out loud. That is the most craziest thing I've ever heard anyone say.
You sucked the dick straight out my ass. Who got the upper hand?
And then in the music video, Bhad Bhabie had a fake Travis Barker banging on a drum and she was like twerking and shaking ass in front of him. She states that Alabama Barker is miss I'll fuck your man.
Got no friends, you miss I'll fuck your man.
And then she starts coming for the Kardashians. She states that her stepmom took her sister's other man. And when I explain to you the significance of this, you guys are going to be absolutely gagged. So she's not just coming for Alabama, she's coming for the Kardashians as a unit. So what a lot of people don't know is that Travis Barker and Kim Kardashian had a little bit of a moment long ago. And in loads of different interviews and all of that kind of stuff, Travis Barker has always said that, like, he's always believed that Kim Kardashian is beautiful and blah, blah, blah. He's always spoken extremely favorably, specifically about Kim Kardashian. However, he ended up getting with Kourtney Kardashian and marrying her. And a lot of people think it's kind of weird that he's married to Kourtney Kardashian, considering how extremely favorably he used to speak about Kim Kardashian in a way that indicates, to me at least, that he was somewhat attracted to Kim Kardashian. And then a lot of fans have pointed out that in episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Travis Barker looks at Kim in like a longing way. And this has been a point of conversation for a lot of people on social media for quite some time. So for Bhad Bhabie to bring this up in the diss, that her stepmom took her sister's other man, is crazy.
Your stepmom burned out while she took her sister second. Wow.
Honestly, to be a fly on the wall in the Kris Jenner household, please, I would love to be there right now. Or just put me in the group chat. Put me in the group chat where the Kardashian Jenners are, because I want to know what in the hell they're saying about this little white girl who has infiltrated their family, getting them involved in rap beefs. Oh, and I bet they're pissed off with Kanye for approving Carnival. I bet they are so pissed off with Kanye right now. Anyway, continuing on with the song, Bhad Bhabie then goes on to say that Alabama needs Bhad Bhabie for clout.
I know you're out, you're reaching out, you need my name for clout. That stanky pussy got you kicked out the Kardashian house.
Bhad Bhabie states that Alabama's flow is stolen from Lotto with the line, "No, you're not a model, go give that flow back to Lotto."
No, you not a model, get that flow right back to Lotto.
And honestly, I don't really hear Lotto in Alabama's fake persona of what she believes rap and drill is. I mostly hear Bia. "I wear all my jewelry just to go to the bodega." Like that very nonchalant style of rapping that seems to be very popular right now, that I frankly cannot stand. Then she reiterates again for the second time that Alabama Barker slept with Tiger, she got pregnant and aborted it.
She fuck on Tiger and killing babies, I seen the sonogram.
Then Bhad Bhabie goes on to state that Alabama Barker had an entire train ran on her by NFL players and now she's a part of the team.
Them NFL boys ran a train on you, now you want a team.
Before closing the song out with possibly my second favorite line of the entire rap song, and it's, "You really dumb enough to think I'd tell you anything, you dumb dirty hoe. I wouldn't even tell you what color socks I got on." Bitch, not your socks.
Really dumb enough to think I'd tell you anything, you dumb dirty hoe. I wouldn't tell you what color socks I got on.
Immediately after having possibly one of the biggest drags of 2025, okay? The start of the rap beef of 2024 is happening again, guys. Alabama goes on to social media to state that she is back in the booth. And I guess she's going to retaliate. I'm going to imagine she's going to either retaliate today, on Friday, or Saturday. I think with this rap beef heating up, leaving it any longer than a week makes the fans lose interest and think that you really can't actually go toe-to-toe with each other. I say this because earlier today I had a look at Alabama Barker's Instagram, and it seems as if she has sent her music to an audio mixer, like a producer who mixes vocals and stuff. So I think they are at the final stages of being able to put this out. But anyway, going back to the original timeline of events and story, the next day after Bhad Bhabie released her diss track, Miss Whitman, against Alabama Barker, Bhad Bhabie went onto Instagram Live and people heard this track again being played, but then with Kanye West's vocals on top of it, leading many fans to believe that Bhad Bhabie had managed to secure a Kanye West feature, which honestly, had that have been true, would have been the gag of the fucking century. To get Kanye West to come in and dunk on the Kardashians with her, bitch, I would have been dead. I wish that was the case. Obviously not for him and his family and all of that kind of stuff. Nobody needs that kind of drama in their life, especially at his age. But for me personally, for my personal enjoyment, for Paige Christie, I needed that. I needed a Kanye West feature, and he slid. He slid. Whatever AI they used, he slid on that. So I was so ready, but apparently, alas, it wasn't true. Because Kanye West had to then come onto social media to explain that he wants nothing to do with this drama. He basically states that he cleared the sample because he clears pretty much all samples that come across his desk, because he knows how, as an artist, it's incredibly hard to get samples approved. So he likes to do it just off rip as a form of protocol, which is commendable. But it's clear he didn't really even listen to the song or care too much. But then obviously when Bhad Bhabie kind of insinuated that he was hopping on the track with this AI version of his vocals, Kanye West was probably getting dragged by the Kardashians. And in an Instagram video, Kanye almost looked as if he was either held at gunpoint or about ready to cry when he was explaining that he wanted no involvement in this drama between Bhad Bhabie and Alabama Barker. This is what Kanye West had to say.
Yo, I'm not in the middle of none of this AI beef, people throwing my voice on things, the whole carnival sample. I just talked to Travis Barker. I would never be in the middle. I don't even know what's going on. I just got sent a song and asked if I could play the sample. Only reason why I clear anything is because so many people try to stop me. They stop clearances. Everything has been very difficult for me. So anybody asks me for something, I always clear it, but I'm not cool with being put in the middle of all of this at all. So any verse would be going viral using my voice and all that. It's like, I didn't do it.
Okay, and then lastly, we have Alabama Barker's mother The moms are getting involved, guys. The moms, the parents of these two girls are getting involved. So Alabama Barker's mother then hops onto Instagram, and then in an Instagram live, she turns around and says, listen, I'm speaking to Danielle Bagoli's mother, and I'm telling you, my daughter doesn't fight, but I do. Control your child or you're going to catch these hands, because I will come over and I will catch you outside. How about that? Now, at this very moment in time, Danielle Bagoli's mother has not responded, but honestly, I'd live if she did. Could you imagine like a middle-aged woman rap battle? I'd love that. But anyway, this is what Alabama Barker's mother had to say. Take a look.
I'm just telling you that my daughter is not a fighter. My daughter is not a fighter, but I am. Tell your daughter to leave my daughter alone.
So that is where we are at present moment. The girls are fighting over a worthless, good-for-nothing piece of shit, diabolical, abusive man that nobody should have the displeasure of ever allowing into their Garden of Eden. But it has been the most entertainment that we have had in music since the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Honestly, the bar is in hell. The bar is in hell. We are desperate for any kind of drama right now. But with that being said, now that you're all caught up, what is my conclusion? Honestly, I don't have a conclusion. Usually in these videos, I like to go in and give you a teachable moment, something that we can all learn from this situation, something for us to take home and cherish as a thought in, those moments of vulnerability it is that we face. I have nothing to say to you. Garbage people be doing garbage people things. I am thoroughly entertained. In the words of KSI, are you not entertained? I want this to continue. I am endorsing white on white crime. Yes, I am. But what I will say to Danielle Bagoli from me, Danielle Bagoli, you better not, I better not ever see you get absolutely tore up by this little girl. You better handle that. Right? Okay? You may be white, but you're spicy white. Okay? You are Italian, bitch. You are spicy white. Okay? You better not let that girl tear you up. I am telling you, Bhad Bhabie, you better handle it. Handle it in the booth. I'm not saying violence, okay? YouTube, please do not demonetize me. I am not saying violence, but you better handle it. You better get in that booth and you better keep tearing her apart until she cannot take it anymore, okay? Because this has been absolute gold and I've thoroughly enjoyed it all. But for all of us millennials, for all of us... Oh my God, I've moved my camera. Hold up. There we go. Is that... Oh, no. Slightly lopsided. Is that it? There we go. For all of us who are over 30, grown with bills and responsibilities, who do not want to watch 50 different TikTok and Instagram lives and videos and all of that kind of stuff to catch up with the drama, hopefully I have been able to make this easier for you, because us millennials, we deserve to partake in the shenanigans too. Because one thing we know is if they are going to shenan once, they will shenan again. And that is your thought-provoking end to today's video. Anyway, with that being said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. It's just something a little bit more lighthearted. I just want to kind of scatter in these lighthearted discussions between some of the big videos, because honestly, I get tired of just being serious all the time. With that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day or evening, whatever the hell it is you are doing. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And with that being said, it's been your girl. I've been Paige. Bye.